Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. I hope you have been preparing for the IFSCA Grade A exam very well. In this session, we will be discussing the most important MCQs from the topic Gift IFSC. We have been doing this for the past few sessions. This is part 3 of our discussion, and with each session, your knowledge on this topic keeps increasing. I hope you are ready to answer these MCQs. Let's begin. So here, before moving on, let me tell you that as part of this series, we are covering the topics that are part of phase 2, paper 2 of IFSCA Grade A exam, and specifically IFSCA Act, Gift City, Gift IFSC, IFSCA and Global Financial Centers are the topics from which you may not find many MCQs. And for that sake, we have come up with this series so as to help you out with these topics. This was the question asked in the previous session as a homework. Which among the following statement is or are correct with respect to currency used in IFSCs? Okay, all transactions undertaken by the units in IFSC in India should be in Indian rupee. Okay, that is not correct because IFSCs are meant to carry out transactions in foreign currency, and this has been mandated by the IFSCA Act, right? So this statement is not correct. As soon as you eliminate that, we have these options eliminated, and yes, option 3 is definitely correct. Now you need to have a look whether 2 is correct or not. All the transactions undertaken by the units in IFSC in India should be in foreign currency. Yes, so the act mandates that all the transactions that are carried out in within units in IFSC has to be in foreign currency, but IFSC units, whatever transactions, whatever communication they have from the IFSC with the domestic territory or the domestic tariff area, the area that is outside the IFSC is known as domestic tariff area. That is the area of entire India excluding these IFSCs. Okay, whatever transactions they have with these entities, that can be done in Indian national rupee. Obviously within India you will have to transact in Indian national rupee, and that includes the administrative and statutory expenses only. The nature of those expenses need to be administrative and statutory only. This has been mandated. So 3 is absolutely correct, 2 is also correct as per the act. So the correct answer here is E. E will be the right answer, and the explanation to the same is given here. So the first question of the session here is the number of international exchanges operational in the IFSC in Gift City, Gujarat are. Okay, so international exchanges is what we are talking about. How many of them are operational in the Gift City? So the answer here is 2. B should be the right answer. And here you can see 2 international exchanges are operational within our territory, or we can say the IFSC of Gift City IFSC. Here these are India INX, and we have NSC IFSC, which is international exchange. Okay, so these 2 are the international exchanges that are functional or operational within Gift City, Gujarat, right? So this, the answer here will be B, that is 2, right? Moving on. Second question in front of you. Which among the following statement is or are correct with respect to the units operating in IFSC Gift City, Gujarat? Okay, specifically Gift City, Gujarat is what asked here, right? We have only one IFSC obviously, so these statements cater to that. State Bank of India has opened IFSC banking unit here. Has State Bank of India opened an IFSC unit banking unit here? IFSC units can open foreign currency current accounts with the banks operating in the Gift IFSC. Okay, so IFSC units, various units that are established within IFSC, which may not be banks, they can open their foreign currency current account in the banking units that are present within IFSC. Yes, within IFSC, whatever banking units are there, in them other units can definitely open their foreign currency current account. So in general in India we may not be able to do that, but foreign currency current accounts can be opened here. Alternate investment funds are part of the capital market ecosystem established in Gift IFSC. Yes, that is also correct. This is one kind of fund that are available for money to be invested in this Gift IFSC, right? So State Bank of India has also opened the unit. This is also correct, and the third statement is also correct. And so the correct answer here is E. and the explanation for the same is given here, right? You can go through that from the PDF. Moving on to the third question, the IFSC units can make payments in Indian rupee currency for which among the following? We have just discussed this. So, administrative expenses, statutory expenses, commercial expenses, whatever transactions they have with the entities within or we can say outside the IFSC within India, those transactions are to be carried out in Indian national rupee. And what should be the nature of those transactions? It should be only administrative and statutory expenses. Commercial expenses has not been given anywhere. So the correct answer here is 1 and 2 only, which is C, right? So the explanation for the same is again given here and you can go through it. Moving on to fourth question, the time to be taken by the unit approval committee to take a decision with respect to establishment of units in IFSC is dash days from the receipt of proposal for the same. So the units, it may be a banking unit, it may be a capital market intermediary, it may be an insurance unit or office. And they, if they are required, if they want to open a unit within IFSC, they are required to go through a process. And that process consists of applying to the development commissioner, whoever is present over there. This development commissioner is the development commissioner of the special economic zone within which the IFSC has been established. Talking about the GIFT city or the GIFT IFSC, the GIFT SCZ, the Development Commissioner of GIFT SCZ is someone to whom the entities need to apply. The Development Commissioner, they need to apply to that specific person and then get the approval. Okay, after the application has been received, the Development Commissioner can himself approve it and move it further or reject at his own stage. If it has been approved and it is moving ahead, it moves to a unit approval committee. Okay, so this unit approval committee is the one that scrutinizes the application based upon whatever the activities they are planning, the unit or the entity is planning to do by opening a unit in the IFSC. All of those things are scrutinized, whatever application it receives. After scrutiny, the unit approval committee can make modifications to whatever proposal has been made with respect to opening the unit, or it can also reject whatever the application has been received. Okay, it may also accept it as such. That can happen. To take this particular decision, what is the time required? What is the time mandated that the unit approval committee does this within this certain time? That is something that has been asked. Okay, after the unit approval committee, let's say it has approved or with modifications in the proposal has moved it forward. This thing comes back. The decision is conveyed to the development commissioner, and then the development commissioner comes up with a letter of approval. This letter of approval is something that may be same in the way the application has come. The letter of approval can be the same thing. If the unit approval committee says that okay, whatever application has come is okay, we approve it as such. In that case, the development commissioner comes up with the letter of approval which is same. Now, if the unit approval committee makes modifications in that, then the development commissioner can also make his own modifications and come up with a modified proposal that, okay, you have proposed this, but you need to go with this. This is our letter of approval. And after the letter of approval has come, the unit, whether the unit is okay with the conditions of that have been put by the development commissioner, which are given in the letter of approval or not, that decision has to be conveyed within certain days to the development commissioner. And if that decision is positive, the unit is going to have its, the entity is going to have its unit established in the IFSC. I hope this is clear. The application is given to the development commissioner. The development commissioner may accept or reject it. If it accepts, Then the application moves ahead to the unit approval committee. The unit approval committee can either accept it as such, it can make modifications, or reject it at its own stage. If it rejects, the proposal is obviously rejected and the unit cannot be established. If if the application moves as such, then the letter of approval is same as the proposal, almost similar as the proposal, and that is presented to the entity who wants to establish unit. Now, if there are modifications that the unit approval committee wants to make, then that is conveyed and the development commissioner makes modifications and comes out with a letter of approval. So this letter of approval will be again taken by the entity who wants to establish the unit, and whether they accept it or not, that has to be given out within certain days. What are those days? Within 45 days it has to tell whether it is okay with the conditions or not. If it is okay, the unit is to be established, and the unit approval committee actually has to give the decision within 15 days of receiving this proposal from the development commissioner. Okay, so the timing of these two activities are given, and here what has been asked: unit approval committee should take how much time? I mean, how much time has been mandated or given, so that it comes up with its decision. The answer is 15 days. Okay, C should be correct. I hope this process is clear. All of that has been explained here, and the unit approval committee should be taking 15 days. Now, after the letter of approval comes out, 45 days are given to the entity so as to decide whether it is okay with the things that are given in that. Okay, so this is your homework question, really easy after all of the explanation. An SEZ unit to be established at the GIFT IFSC has to confirm its acceptance with the terms and conditions of the letter of approval which the development commissioner presents in front of that entity to the development commissioner of the SEZ within how many days? What is the time now? Okay, if you have carefully gone through the session, if you have carefully kept your ear closed, then you can answer this really quick. Is it 10 days, 25, 20, 30 or 45 days? Please do let me know the answer in the comment section, and to help you out in your preparation, we have come up with this ultimate test series which has similar kind of questions, and you can expect a few questions coming in the exam also. And the test series consists of the entire test with respect to phase 1 paper 1, phase 1 paper 2, phase 2 paper 1 and phase 2 paper 2 from which questions can appear. Also, there are full length tests, 10 full length tests of phase 1 as well as 10 full length tests of phase 2. To avail this test series, you can click on the link given in the description. Also, if you have any doubts, you can call us on this number 8146207241. Through these MCQ series, we are trying to make all of the things clear to you, whatever is important and can appear in the exam. Even then, if you have any doubt with respect to your preparation, you can call us. You can also drop a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. Please do let us know how these sessions are helping you. Your feedback is something that we keep waiting for. You can give your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you. All the best.